Hello everyone, my name is Top Boy, and today I am going to explain 10 things you should not do in character eliminations. I must warn you that some things on this list may seem irrelevant, but I feel like they are still worthy of noting. Anyways, let's get on with the list, shall we? Minimal character interactions. What I see a lot of in character eliminations is a lack of interaction between characters. Some character eliminations are known to have this, but only between a few characters. What I mean by this is, two characters interacting with each other and only each other. This can be considered acceptable for alliances and whatnot, but these characters should really say and do a lot more. In addition, many characters in episodes don't get any lines or even screen time. It almost feels as though they're just there, not helping out in any challenges whatsoever. Characters that don't really do anything and stand around just feel plain bland. You want to give each character their own personality and make your show feel like an actual series people can get invested in rather than a presentation of nonsense. Creator's bias. Creator's bias is when the creator of a particular character elimination series has certain feelings for a particular contestant, whether they are positive or negative. Creator's bias can be acceptable if done right. For example, a character can get injured or be treated unfairly by the host, and this is okay when it's only done for entertainment. However, one should not purposefully go out of their way to do things that may affect the show. A few of these I'll touch on later. Appeal characters. For the sake of this explanation, an appeal character is someone that appeals to a particular person, be they recommended the character or it's their favorite or least favorite. It's kind of like the inverse of creator's bias, where instead of the creator having feelings for the character, it is a particular viewer or friend of the creator. Allow me to show you an example of what I mean. And Zamos is eliminated at 15 votes.
What? Oh no. Now insert user's name here is going to be happy when they see this.
Did you see what Zamos said back there? This is something I have heard about a lot back in the day, and this is the kind of thing that would be said to appeal to another person. Phrases like this are not only repetitive but make it seem like the creator specifically wants to appeal to certain viewers and make them feel satisfied. Or, if you wanted to flip-flop the tone, to commiserate with the particular user that their favorite character got eliminated. It also shows to me that it's not really about the contest or the story, it's about the eliminations. Speaking of which, lazy challenges. Lazy challenges are also another thing that are done quite a lot in many character eliminations. One example of a lazy challenge is one that has been seen in the merge phase of numerous character eliminations. The challenge involves the host asking the large group of contestants a single question. If a contestant provides any sort of answer, they automatically win the challenge. Something similar is when the host tells a joke and a contestant must finish the punchline. Same scenario basically. In many other instances, the host announces the challenge. Right afterwards, a time card saying later, a card with a clock, or the like appears, and after that, the challenge cuts to being done or the host explains which team or group of characters won or lost the challenge without any bit of the actual challenge being shown. Sometimes a particular challenge can be just a carbon copy of a challenge that was already done, leading into my next idea. Repetitiveness. Many character eliminations these days are just incredibly repetitive. Here's how a typical character elimination episode would play out. Welcome back to character elimination. Since the Deadly Donuts lost, let's go to the elimination center. Okay contestants, I have 8 sharks that will bite your hand off, and if you don't get a shark that bites your hand off, you are eliminated. Mr. Deceased, Jerry, and Tasha are safe at 0 votes. Military Manny and Off-Brand Flower are safe at 2 votes. Off-Brand Fiery and Tyrone are safe at 4 votes. Kalu is safe at 17,000 votes. And Mr. Ugly Stupid Belmos is eliminated at 598,325,220 votes.
Hoi hoi.
Okay contestants, your next challenge is to take the biggest shit. Whoever takes the biggest shit wins. Go. Alright everyone, time's up. Let's see your shits. Well, it looks like the ugly rabbit frogs have won yet again, and it seems like the Deadly Donuts are up for elimination again. Vote for who you think should be eliminated and to win the prize. Well, there you have it. That same formula happens for virtually every episode. Also, did you notice how the elimination ceremony took up a very large chunk of the overall runtime? This is a recurring trend in a lot of character elimination videos. Not only is it increasingly repetitive, but it also reinforces my argument that character eliminations as a whole are more about the eliminations than the enjoyment value. Prize hander voting. Ugh, I think we've reached the category of items we would call pointless. Bear with me on this. Anyway, what is a prize hander? Well, for one, a prize hander is a character that appears during elimination ceremonies to, you guessed it, hand out prizes to safe contestants. You would probably consider me as a prize hander because I am the host of a character elimination series, but that's not what I'm getting at. No, prize handers are extra characters that simply serve no other purpose than to give prizes to the contestants that are safe. They may vary throughout episodes, and moreover, viewers vote for them. One important thing you should know is that people should not be voting on things that have no effect on the show's fluency. This idea honestly makes me really upset. So yeah, just make your host the prize hander for each episode instead of alternating it. It's not that hard. Ahem. Apologies for my outburst. Rigging. I'll be brief on this one. Rigging is basically creators' bias taken to the next level. It generally means that the creator rigs the series in certain ways as to make certain characters get far or win the series. Sometimes the creator even claims that they will rig the series for people's favorite characters to win. This is another no-no, as it ruins the suspense and anticipation of what a reality elimination show should offer and totally defeats the purpose of watching. So long story short, people's favorite contestants could get immunities or unfair advantages, as well as let back in a rushed attempt to still get the character to win. Votes can be manipulated as well. Some people would even say something like voting ends whenever I feel like it. Voting periods should be clear so people know the time allotted that they have to vote. It wouldn't be fair to attempt to vote and then all of a sudden the creator shuts it off. Thankfully, this isn't done very often anymore, but it's still never acceptable. Interns. Okay, I think I'm getting tired of standing, so I'll just sit down. Also, the horribleness of my next topic is inhibiting my ability to stand. That's better. Anyways, interns are not like real-life interns, which assist in certain things without getting paid. They simply work on the show to get experience in. But interns in character elimination are completely different. To summarize, interns are characters that the creator of the series doesn't like, and they will taunt the creator to no end. So how does the creator manage their behaviors? By killing them off, of course. One by one, interns are killed off from the series and are not recovered in any way. They also typically don't affect challenges, instead preferring to antagonize hosts. Why don't you just call them antagonists then? And antagonizing hosts wouldn't be a big deal if it had some sort of effect on how the game was played or in the series finale. Also, it shouldn't be so that hosts completely eliminate interns with zero effort. At least have the antagonists be somewhat foreboding and be of some kind of threat. Another idea I have is, why not let one of your so-called interns join the game at some point? Be generous for once. Do something different. Also, when series are announced, they'll be introduced in such a way as if they're like contestants or important people. However, for some people, interns won't work unless they want to keep track of something extra and insignificant. They're generally not important enough to be noted. Long story short, interns should be avoided at all costs. Penalty abuse. God, please, make it stop. So what are penalties in this instance? Penalties are sort of connected with creators' bias and rigging for one. They are generally used as ways to force viewers to vote for a specific character. I can only reason that the idea for penalties came about from an episode of Battle for Dream Island where Fiery was given a penalty for dying the most times. He was forced to hold a sign that said "Vote me out." Ironically, he received the least votes at the next elimination. The viewers were too smart for that one. But go animators, yonders, or whatever you call them. Don't use them in such a way as to joke around. They use them to punish contestants that do badly in challenges and force them to get eliminated with the help of the viewers. And moreover, this generally works. Common penalties include but are not limited to holding a sign that says "Vote me out" like Fiery did, getting an extra number of elimination votes, and getting a disadvantage in the next challenge in case the contestant doesn't get eliminated. But that is rarely utilized, as they generally get eliminated anyway. But generally speaking, penalties are detrimental because they force viewers to vote for that one character instead of giving a subtle pointer that you should vote for them. It's almost as if there's no point in voting. Phew, that was a lot. Thankfully we are at the end of the list. It is now time to cover the worst thing you could possibly do in a character elimination series. So, what is the worst thing you could do in a character elimination series? Well, I'll show you in 3, 2, 1. Troublemakers. Alright, we've reached the bottom of the barrel now. Where to even begin with this wretched concept? Well, a troublemaker is a contestant in a character elimination series that the creator does not like, similar to interns, but they at least have some sort of effect. However, that does not mean they are better. You know all the previous entries on this list. Well, just about all of them can be attributed to this one. They don't do much. Their only purpose is to sabotage challenges for no real reason other than their own enjoyment. Just watch.
I am going to destroy the backyard. Ha 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 ha. Yeah 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 yeah. I destroyed the backyard.
Oh 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 oh. Troublemaker example character. How dare you destroy the backyard? You know you are not supposed to do that. That's it. Your team is up for elimination. Troublemaker example character. For destroying your team's backyard, you get a penalty.
Oh no. What is it?
You have to hold this sign that says vote me out. You also get 5 trillion extra elimination votes and a disadvantage in the next challenge in case you don't get eliminated. However, you're pretty much screwed, so we're not using that.
Oh no. Now I'm guaranteed to get eliminated.
Ugh. That has got to be the most degrading thing I've ever put together. Who expresses rage like that, honestly? Also, in case you are curious, that was not a real troublemaker. It was my friend Demetrius, who is a paid actor. In fact, everyone you saw in the demonstrations is a paid actor, except for Pablo and Tyron, who are actual contestants on a show I run. Anyway, what you just saw is one of many instances where a character sabotages a challenge for no real reason, and this goes on and on until there are no troublemakers left. Also, the idea is technically discrimination because troublemaking contestants are treated differently as opposed to normal contestants. I'm all for contestant equality. Everyone has a right to compete properly and fairly. Hashtag all contestants are equal. Anyways, that is all I have for you guys. I hope I enlightened you a little bit on the terrible qualities of Character Elimination series. I'm now going to go mentally recover from this as well as compensate everyone who helped me put this together. I'll see all of you viewers next time.